Vittacha Vittanmartya Pratiyate Apiyatma Dvena Bhimatat Dehade Purushastata. Because of great affection for family and wealth, one accepts a son and some money as his own, and due to affection for the material body, one thinks that it is his. But actually, as one can understand that his family and wealth are different from him, a liberated soul can understand that he and his body are not the same. Right? So it's a real thing, it's a factual thing. We cannot deny it, but it's a thing that we have to understand how to approach as practicing devotee. So, real knowledge is explained in this particular verse, how one is attached to the extension of one's own desires like that. There are many children, but we accept some children as our sons and daughters because of our affection for them, although we know very well that these children are different from us. Similarly, because of great affection for money, we accept some amount of wealth in the bank as ours until the government takes over. In the same way, we claim that the body is ours because of affection for it. That's why we are attached to it. I say that it is my body. I then extend the possessive concept and say it is my hand, my leg, and further. It is my bank balance, my son, my daughter. But actually I know that the son and the money are separate from me. It is the same with the body. I am separate from my body. It is a question of understanding, and the proper understanding is called Prati-Buddha. By obtaining knowledge in devotional service or Krishna consciousness, one can become a liberated soul. So basically, whatever Prabhupada has written, we follow nicely, we become liberated. It's there, the standards are all there. It's a question of practice and putting it into proper use and understanding. Text 40. Yathol mukhar vishpulingar Dumat vapi swasambhavat Apyatma dvena bhimatat Yatagni pritak ulmukar. The blazing fire is different from the flames, from the sparks and from the smoke, although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. They are all different in a sense, different aspects of it. Prabhupada says a less intelligent person accepts the smoke as fire, although fire and smoke are completely different. The heat and light of fire are separate, although one cannot differentiate fire from heat and light. Text 41. Bhutendriyanta karana Pradhana jiva samnita Atma tata vritaktrasta Bhagavan Brahma samnitaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as Para Brahma, is the seer, is different from the jiva soul or individual living entity, who is combined with the senses, the five elements and consciousness. Basically, the Supreme Lord is like the Upadrasta, right? Anumanta. He sees everything. Overseer and Pavitra. Here Prabhupada talks about the similarity at the same time different. Achintya, Veda, Veda, Tattva. So he says this philosophy is propounded by Lord Chaitanya as Achintya, Veda, Veda, Tattva. Everything simultaneously, one with and different from everything else. Everything is the energy of the Lord, but are manifested differently for different purposes. But it is still His energy. And because they are functioning differently, they are different from Him. Okay? But otherwise they are non-different in another sense. And so similarly the individual living entity is one with and different from the Supreme Lord. And so here it is confirmed by even Kapila Muni. And that's why he uses the example of the flame, the blazing fire, the flame and the smoke.
So when did Kapila Dev come in the previous yugas? Or?
No, this recently. This is all in the Satya Yuga time. Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand the chronology.
Kardama Muni is the son of Kardama Muni. Son of No, Kardama Muni is son of Brahma.
Beginning of creation.
Yes. Devavati is not the son, it's the daughter of Manu. Yeah, Manu.
It's the first one.
Yeah.
It's a long.
That's what I'm saying. It's in the dawn of creation at that time. These are all demigods. Devahuti, all are demigods. They are all Manu's children. Okay? Yeah, those are other to Prasuti and Nakuti also.
They had 9 daughters.
Who had 9 daughters? Who?
I was reading it.
Yeah, who?
Devavati has 9.
Who? Come on.
Devavati only.
Yes, Devavati had 9 daughters.
Because Kapila Dev's teachings are very much similar to chapter 3 to chapter 6 of the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, because
Same
Sankhya,
program.
no? Sankhya and Yoga, Astanga Yoga. Sankhya and Astanga Yoga. But it's all connected to Vishnu or Krishna worship. There's no difference. That's what Prabhupada says. All yogas lead to the same conclusion, devotional service.
Yoginam api sarvesam.
Yeah, ultimately Yoginam api sarvesam. So, in the last paragraph, 4 principles of Vaishnava philosophic doctrine are Shuddha Advaita, purified oneness, Dvaita Advaita, simultaneous oneness and difference, Vishishta Advaita and Dvaita. All 4 principles of Vaishnava philosophy are based on the thesis of Srimad Bhagavatam explained in these 2 verses. Okay? 40 and 41. Okay? So all the different acharyas. Okay? Shuddha Advaita is, you all should know, no? Madhva, Dvaita Advaita.
Ramaji.
Who chose 2 fingers? I think yes.
Madhvacharya. That is Dvaita Prabhu.
Shuddha Advaita is Ramanujacharya.
So Visishta.
Visishta Advaita, no?
Vishishta Advaita is
Ramanujacharya.
Ramanujacharya. So Shuddha Advaita is who?
Nimbarkacharya or Vishnu?
I do not know. I never studied this.
Vishnu Swami or Nimbarkacharya?
Okay, anyway, someone can tell me. You guys know better on this. Can tell me tomorrow. Text 42. Sarvabhuteshu Chatmanam
Sarvabhuteshu Chatmanam
Sarvabhutani Chatmani
Sarvabhutani Chatmani
Ikshitananya Bhavena
Ikshitanya Bhavena
Bhuteshva Tat Atmatam.
Bhuteshva Atmatam.
The yogi should see the same soul in all manifestations, for all that exists is a manifestation of different energies of the Supreme. In this way, the devotee should see all living entities without distinction. That is realization of the Supreme Soul. Wow. No difference. I mean, these 2 verses, no? 41 and 42, not 40 and 41. All manifestation, different energies. Achinta Bheda. You can read the purport. It's a nice, interesting thing. Text 43. Swayonishu yata jyotir
Swayonishu yata jyotir
ekam nana pratiyate
Ekam nana pratiyate
yoninam guna vaisamyat
yoninam guna vaisamya
tatatma prakritosti tata.
tatatma prakritosti.
As fire is exhibited in different forms of wood, so under different conditions of the modes of material nature, the pure spirit soul manifests itself in different bodies. Yeah. So according to your desire, according to your karma, you get different bodies, basically. The soul is the one who gets trapped because he wants to enjoy, and the super soul is the one who accompanies him, so that he can guide the soul to his desires or destination. And finally, text 44. Tasmadimam swam prakritim
Tasmadimam swam prakritim
daivim sadasad atmikam
daivim sadasatmikam
durvibhavyam parabhavya
durvibhavyam parabhavya
swarupena vatistate.
sarupena avatistate.
Thus the yogi can be in the self-realized position after conquering the insurmountable spell of Maya, who presents herself as both the cause and effect of this material manifestation and is therefore very difficult to understand. Again, same thing, right? Prakritim, Devim. Devim Prakritim. Yeah, but this is different. This is Prakritim Dev. This is material energy. External energy. Durvibhavya. Very difficult. Very difficult to overcome. Lord tells again, right? Duratya. Mamevai prabhudanti mayamita tarati. Only by the grace of the Supreme Lord. And the grace of Supreme Lord you can only achieve through mercy of devotees, mercy of spiritual master, mercy of the Lord Himself. And all of this you can only get by performing, seriously doing this. The solution is all given already for us. The question is how we are going to practice it. So you could go back in this life, or you can go back after many lifetimes. Prabhupada said in a few previous purports. So we want the grace of the Lord. Otherwise, you're stuck. Bhungte bhojite. Is it? Kripa. We want Kripa. Some more. What else? I mean, you are not Nitya Siddhas. We are all not. So, we are not even Kripa Siddhas.
That is also not good. That is also not good.
Sadhu Siddha is also difficult.
Radha is also not good.
But,
We are waiting for honorary doctorate.
right. That's Kripa.
There's a thing, the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he was drowning,
Yeah.
swimming, and somehow he was drowning, the current was strong. So one of his disciples jumped and saved him. So I think he blessed him with no more birth. Something like that. There's a story, there's no more birth for him.
Oh.
Because he saved
Prabhu is giving a story about Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, where he was once swimming and the current was so strong and he was about to drown. A disciple dived and saved him. So then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur blessed him and said, "This is your last lifetime." That is honorary. Like that. That's not a case. It's like you go a ticket. It's like one way, no problem. So yeah, so you can also get the same mercy if you're always affectionate in your dealings with anybody and everybody.
I'm going to learn swimming tomorrow.
Just bring a few devotees.
No, push them. Good.
Save them.
Right?
That's dangerous.
So it's very important. You know, if you want Kripa Siddhi or all that, you have to earn it, and it's not going to be easy. When you are nice and everybody is nice, and then how do you know who's the nicest? But if everybody is bad and if you are the only one who's nice, it's easier to get the mercy. So which one you want? Yeah? Right? If everyone is nice and everybody, the Lord will be pleased with everybody, and so probably everybody goes. But when now is the best chance, because everywhere people are not that nice. Even devotees are always fighting. So you become nice, you tolerate, and so Krishna says, this person has a chance. Yeah, the whole idea behind all this is to, even when Kapila Muni is talking, the practice, it's the mood, consciousness. Seriously, Prabhupada says so many times, seriously. Right? It's nice, so wonderful, right? He meditates on the form and all, so nice. But we cannot even focus. Like Prabhu was saying, he tried to meditate. Twice today he thought of the lotus feet, and that's it. And that also he said only a few seconds. So it's not easy. We forget. We are easily covered. So if you write somewhere, you look at it, immediately you practice like that. Yeah. So you increase that little by little. There was a story that was told of a person who was very sick and he could not eat. So whatever he ate, he threw up. And then they went to see so many different doctors and so on, but nobody can give him medicine. He can't even take anything. He was throwing up and he was dying. He was getting skinnier. So finally one Ayurvedic doctor said, just give him ghee. They said, he can't even take that. He said, no, just give him ghee. So he took the ghee and he said, I have some medicine in the ghee. So he took, and then he threw up. He said, just keep giving him. It doesn't matter, he throws up. So every time they gave him ghee and then he kept throwing up. But after a few days he recovered. He got better. So they asked the doctor, how is that? He said, the medicine is in the ghee. So when he take it and then he throws up, some of this will stick in the throat and so on, and then it gets absorbed in the body. And so he cures him, so slowly and slowly. So same way, yeah, we don't have a taste now. We don't know how to do things properly. But whatever Prabhupada gave us, do nicely. Practice little at a time, concentrate little bit at a time. But it will stick like the ghee. And then you continue doing more and more, and then you will get the taste. The taste will come if you keep acting on it. Because the mind is rejecting everything. No, I don't want, no. Right? So you keep saying yes, because this is intelligence. This is just the mind. So we purify through the intelligence. No, it says that. No, it's okay. You don't have to do it. We are okay today.
I'm your best friend.
Yeah, mind is your best friend and your worst enemy. So do that. Like you said, you try it. That means you want to do something positive. Don't give it up. Keep doing it. then you'll see your consciousness change. You see things differently. When you find yourself advancing, you see things in a different perspective. Now everyone sees only in 1D. Yeah, one dimension. Then you'll see in 2 dimensions. Then you'll see in multiple ways how to view things for Krishna. Or you see it in only one way, what Krishna and Acharya sees. Yeah. Now you see 1D in your way. Yeah, so it's different. Yeah. Okay, so do that practice. And basically, that's what the whole idea here by practice. The Prabhupada writes in the end, for those who engage in devotional service, there is no spell of Maya, and their situation is all perfect. The duty of the living entity as a part and parcel of the whole is to render devotional service to the whole. That is the ultimate perfection of life. How many times Prabhupada has said this? This whole canto, almost this whole 3rd chapter, this 27, 28 chapters. Same thing, just devotion.
He also wrote a book, Perfection of Yoga.
Did Prabhupada ever feel I'm saying the same thing again? Sometimes when we speak, like if we give classes, we'll say, oh, in the earlier class I mentioned, but again I'm mentioning, right? So I don't know what you would have thought.
No, because
He knows
We
very
didn't
well.
realize it, of course.
yeah, the thing is, he is the Acharya and he knows the mentality of the conditioned living entity. So we tend to, what is that? We don't read, we scan.
Lots of
Nowadays people don't read, they just scan. So Prabhupada has written it also for the scanner. So he will also come and see, oh, I didn't read that, this is an interesting thing like that. Yeah. But you'll see almost every paragraph, he sometimes says the same thing.
Well, the scanner may pick up the same line again and again.
And yeah, when I first was reading Prabhupada, always I picked up a few things all the time, because that's what was required for me. So that's what I saw. And afterwards I saw another thing, because that's what I still require like that. So whenever you read something, you find something that is
Applicable.
hitting at you, then you should know there's something Krishna is telling you need to fix. If you don't see anything, then it's a problem. It's like you're going to nirvana.
The reputation is good.
The reputation of a good thing is good.
Also, half the book is about Mayavadis and impersonalists.
Yes, because it's very pervasive.
Within our
Very
minds also.
pervasive. Not just that, the whole world is impersonal. Right? If you call a phone, some government agency, it's all impersonal. You hardly find a person. And even if they come in between, they'll say, hold on, and they put you onto another machine.
Even now they invented robot soldiers.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Soldiers. Right. So they will Japan. No, America and Russia robot. Because they don't have the manpower.
Now the population is going to go negative, that's why they are putting robots on. Soon you'll have robot cops, and then there'll be a lot of problems. You'll just shoot people.
In Japan, I think they already have a single family. They one person comes from home, so they will have a robot. So they will, servants. So they will make a coffee, tea, and they will open the door and they will talk.
Yes,
and they will talk whatever they like.
How lazy and useless we are.
Yeah.
So we don't need the human body.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. You don't need other family members.
No, you won't need the human body. You become like a stone or something after that. That's all impersonalism, creeping into the system. If you are personalistic, then you don't need all these gadgets and all this thing. You just want to have human companionship. That's why it's very important people understand this philosophy. The Prabhupada writes, right? After the Mayavadi philosophers say that after Brahman, all activities stop, but that is not actually so. Right? Because we have a new set of activities in the spiritual world. The spirit soul cannot remain inactive. He is always active.
The soul is so active in its abnormal condition.
Yeah.
Existing in the covering of matter, how can one deny its activity when free? Makes sense.
Terrible how they come to this wrong conclusion.
Brilliant Prabhu was saying like soul is about this particular topic, that soul is active. He's saying that let's say there is a singer and he gets into accidents and he's lying on the stretcher and all the people are coming, at that time also he's singing. So our condition is like that. That we are bound by this body and we are still active.
We are still active.
So when in the good condition he will be singing nicely.
Alright. So we'll stop here, no?
Right, about one thing you talk about imagination only.
Yeah.
Like we are there, so I was hearing that Prabhupada in Bombay, so that papers they came to the Prabhupada, the reporters and everybody.
Oh,
Prabhupada.
newspaper reporters.
Yeah, and they were trying to talk to Prabhupada like the people of India thinks like what you're giving to the Westerners. So you're giving to the people who are very low or they are drinking like ganja and those things. So before they talk, Prabhupada smash it and Prabhupada understand what they are imagining. So he was so smashing to them like, what do you think like it's only for India? Why it's for India? Why not? If they are doing it, why you are not doing it? Why do you think they should not get in this Bhagavad Gita? They should not chant. So before they talk, like he knows what they want to make to say, and he will smash.
He does that often. He's very.
He answers for everything.
Yeah.
Means he purely would like they
He
can
knows.
understand.